Hey everyone, welcome back to the studio, and today I am here to give my review of the second part of Homeless to Harvard. I'm excited to get into this. I'm not necessarily I don't know, I'm not necessarily like the biggest fan of this movie, like I said, but it still has good parts to it, and I'm sure not a lot of people who are regulars to my channel have watched this movie, so it's probably not appealing to them. But yeah, we finished it in our class this morning and preparing for college and careers. And I kind of wanted to give a quick recap, and then I had an essay I wanted to read that I wrote about one of the themes of the film. And also, my review of Big Shot is gonna come out hopefully with Akshay next week sometime. So that's something to look forward to. Probably midweek, although it might be later in the week, but next week sometime that podcast will be out. Okay, so pretty much we kind of pick up here. It's after Liz's mom's death, and so she's still coping with everything. She's trying to get her life back on track, and she enrolls in this school. She wants to get a go back to high school, and she wants to do 4 years of high school in 2 years. Because she has a plan. She just wants to, like get a head start in her life. She's trying to set her mind to do good things. So she gets enrolled in this great school. She's able to reunite with her dad because you kind of need a parent approval in order to go to this school. I mean, she's not 18 yet. Pretty much, she sends in her application to Harvard. Harvard's the school that she's applying for based on the title. I think you should probably know that. So I mean, you think about homeless. She starts out homeless, no home at all, and then she ends up in Harvard. I think it's a pretty great story. And then meanwhile, her friend named Chris, I think, keeps trying to pull her back in a way, in a sense, like she keeps trying to stop her. She's not really thinking about her future. I don't really understand what her point was here. I mean, I guess her point was to try to get Liz to whatever, not succeed, but Liz wants to succeed. I mean, maybe if you had asked her like a few years ago, she would have gone off and did whatever with you. But like, this is a different person now, and I think that just shows maturity from this main character named Liz. I just think it shows how mature that she's gotten. I think it's a great character development here. Um, yeah, but like I said, she's able to get into Harvard by the end, and she ends things on a happy note. I think they did a good job with making this movie end on a happy note, because if it didn't, then well, this is Lifetime we're talking about, and that's kind of affiliated with Hallmark in a sense. This is a Lifetime movie, and as we know, Hallmark and Lifetime, their Christmas movies always are the same thing: love in the air. And sure, this isn't that way, but I think everything has to end on a happy ending here. And I think it did. I think they did a good job with it. Overall, this was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Here's the essay I wanted to read. So it says, in 400 words, discuss your opinions on the following statement. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything. Do you think this is accurate? What is your dream or goal? How will you meet those goals? Here's what I wrote. And be prepared, this is kind of long, but there's a saying that if you put 10,000 hours into an activity, you can call yourself an expert at it. If you can set your mind to something and make it one of your top priorities, then you can spend 10,000 hours on it easily. The more that you push people away and speak negatively about yourself and your life, the more your dreams won't come true. I think this statement is accurate because of these reasons. I have a dream to become an author of a popular book and for that book to eventually get published. I really would need to focus on my writing and make it a high priority, because if I don't, I will never get it done. And I really want to complete these dreams early on. I don't want to end up like other people in my family have. During my sophomore or junior year, I will begin taking creative writing classes in order to make my writing and storytelling better. Afterwards, I will go to college and major in journalism, and I will hopefully write a book. I'm still not sure what kind of book it would be, but I want it to be a big hit for teenagers, maybe the next step from the kid. The reason I want to do this career is because it's something that won't be publicized, but I'll still have fans out there who are interested in my work. We saw in Homeless to Harvard that Liz had major issues at home, and she didn't go to school. However, when she stepped forward and expressed interest in going back to school and going to college, she was able to. But if she didn't set her mind to it, she would have fallen into a deeper trap, and I feel like a lot of people struggle with this, especially if they don't know what to do with their life. They ignore their future and go back to the darkness. Liz could have gone back into her darkness and spent time being negative, but she chose to move forward. Even when her friend tried to tell her not to go to college, she focused on herself and said no to her. This shows that Liz has matured since she was a young child. In conclusion, I feel like Liz is a good role model to a lot of young kids, including me. To kind of summarize that all up, pretty much what I'm saying here is Liz had the opportunity to either move forward like she did or fall back, and I feel like her friend was trying to convince her to fall back. And it would have been easy. It probably at a time, it could have been easier to fall back and decide not to, pursue these options. But now, it makes more sense to because we're kind of at a point with this character that she's matured enough. Um, Overall, I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10. I mean, the acting is a little bit meh at the beginning, but I think they did a really good job here. Maybe an 8.5, but overall, I think this is definitely one of the better older movies I've seen in a while. I mean, I know this it's not super popular, but I highly recommend it to everyone. So, anyways, comment down below what your thoughts on this movie and my essay. Thanks for watching my studio. I'm going to like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications to your miss video. Thanks for watching, and bye everyone.